Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I will be showing you some of the clips of my learners who have actually failed their test. Okay, the first clip I'm going to show you, that's a test that was taken in the Warrington Test Centre, and it was on the 23rd of August 2021. The test, he actually failed the test within the first 6 minutes of his test. So let's just watch the clip first and see if he could figure out what was the reason for failing the test on this attempt.
After 400 yards, go right on the roundabout and take the third exit, then bear right. Go right on the roundabout and take the third exit, then bear right. After 200 yards, bear right, then go left on the roundabout and take the first exit.
Okay, so let's just watch that clip again. And as you can see, he did a right turn on the roundabout. He took the third exit on the right, and he did use a left signal to leave the roundabout, but then he forgot to cancel that signal. Now, looking at that clip, you can see that he had that left signal on for at least about 20 seconds. But then they did approach a junction on the left hand side, and as you can see, there was a red car approaching from the junction, and he must have seen the learner with the left indicator on and decided and thought maybe the learner will be turning left, and he decided to emerge into the junction. And at that point, the examiner decided to cancel that signal for the learner, and obviously that was the main reason why he got a serious fault. And from there onwards, obviously the examiner directed the learner back to the test center. Always make sure, guys, when you come out of a junction or a roundabout, make sure to cancel that signal immediately. Most likely the signal should cancel itself. If you have straightened up the wheel and the signal is still on, make sure you cancel it, okay? Because that left, if you leave that signal on, that signal could be misleading. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the next clip. That was a test in the Chadderton Test Centre, and it was taken on the 17th of August. On this one here, the learner did fail his test just over 6 minutes. So let's have a look at the clip and see if you could see what's the fault with it. Okay, so as you can see on that clip, he's following another van, and just as we go on the dip of the hill, you can see there's a parked lorry on the left hand side, and as he was following the van, he already committed that he's going to overtake the lorry. But you could see there was another van approaching ahead of him. If he wanted to, he could have easily pulled back in again and allow the oncoming vehicle to pass before he starts overtaking the lorry. But he already committed that he's going to overtake that vehicle. He thought he was safe and he carried on going, and that's the reason why obviously he failed the test for judgment on meeting situations. Okay, so whenever you do deal with any parked vehicles, okay, before you move out, make sure it is safe. You can carry on and it's safe. If it's not safe, hold back. If you have decided to move out and if you realize it's not safe, all you have to do is just slow down, come back into the left again, allow the vehicles to pass before you start moving out again. Okay, so the next clip is a test in Warrington again, Warrington Test Centre, and that was on the 25th of August. And obviously you can see that he did fail his test within about 11 minutes, just so past 11 minutes in his test. And so let's have a look at the clip and see if you can figure out what's going on. Okay, so as we revisit the clip again, they went into the little car park, and the examiner did ask him to drive forward into any empty bays of his choice. At first he didn't understand the instruction, and he just went around the roundabout. Sorry, he kept on going around the car park before he realized that he needs to pull up on he needs to drive forward into a bay. So then as he was driving forward into one, as you can see here, he did line it up quite nicely there. But then he didn't take the steering off in time, and he started moving over a little bit towards the left. Okay, a bit too much. And then he did reverse back to fix it. And as he reverses back, you can clearly see where the line was. All he had to do was move back to the right slightly, and you would have been okay with that. But then he just went back and went back forward again. So he's not actually corrected himself in any way. And at that point, the examiner did ask him if he was happy with it, and he did mention he was happy. And the examiner decided to come out of the vehicle to check to see if he was inside the bay. Unfortunately, he wasn't inside the bay, and that's the reason why he failed the test. Okay, so when you're doing your bay parking or any maneuvers, if you're not happy with it, and if the examiner is allowing you to fix it, if they are asking you that if you're happy with it or not, just take your time and double check if you need to. If it's not fixed, if it's not right, reverse park or go forward if you need to and fix it before you finish the maneuver. Okay, so this last clip here I've got is a test in Chatterton Test Centre, and that was on the 6th of October. And so let's have a look at the clip and see for yourself why she failed the test. Okay, so looking at this next clip again, you can see that the examiner asked her to pull up on the left in a safe place, and he did point out to her not to get too close to the lorry in front of her. Also, the speed limit there was 40. Now, when she did drive off from there, she failed to identify there was a car quite close to her approaching from the behind, and she decided to drive off. And the car when the car saw her driving out, he did stop and flash at her to let her pass. But obviously, she forced the cars that's approaching from the back to slow down for them, and that's the reason why she failed on moving off safely. Okay, so when you guys move off, just make sure it is completely safe. If you're not too sure about it, if you can't see properly, or if you see a vehicle approaching, you can't judge the speed of the approaching vehicle, just take your time. There's no rush to move off. The examiner will say to you, drive off when it's safe to do so. So why rush? Make sure you drive off when it is safe. Okay, and that's all the clips I've got for today, and I will be uploading more clips like that in the future. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do subscribe and press that notification icon so you don't miss any more videos like that in the future. So that's the end of the video. So until the next video, take care and drive safe.